Hey Amanda, how are you today?
Eh, I'm doing okay.
Yeah, how was the past week been?
I mean, it's still been hard. My foster mom still isn't around, and there were a couple of times I actually tried going to school, but like, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm a dead fish out of water. I don't even like know what to do once I get there. I'm like so intimidated, and then I end up picking fights with people, and it's just like it's a lot, and I don't know how to get back into school and act like a normal kid. Like everyone wants me to be normal and behave and be like a nice kid, but I have no clue how to do it.
All right, why do you feel intimidated when you get there?
Well, like I've said it before, like, I'm so behind in all of my classes and like all my subjects. I'm 12 years old, but I'm at like a fourth grade level. So, I feel like overwhelmed with the amount of work I have to catch up on.
Mhm. Okay, well, that's really understandable. Well, at least now it's summer, but did you talk to your teachers at all about summer school?
I did. Yeah, she said that there's options for me to get more like, one-on-one basis help, where there's only like a couple of kids in the class maybe, so it won't be like as overwhelming.
Mhm.
But I don't know, like I'm still kind of nervous about it just because, and then it's gonna suck. I'm not gonna be able to hang out with Gabby over the summertime as much. I'm gonna be like stuck in class, like not being able to have fun at all.
Well, weren't you skipping school to hang out with Gabby anyway?
Mm, touche. You're right.
So now you're kind of making up that time to get back in school, and then hopefully by the time school starts in the fall, you'll be a little bit more caught up, and maybe those feelings of being overwhelmed and intimidated could decrease a bit.
I suppose you're right.
Yeah. So have you talked to your foster mom about it at all?
Yeah, I mean, she's like, whatever, like she's on board, but I doubt she's gonna help me at all. So I feel like I'm kind of on my own on that. Plus, like, I don't know, she's still never around. And when she is around, she's yelling at us, she's cursing at us and saying how, she should have never taken us into foster care and blah, blah, blah. So, I feel like a burden. Like, I shouldn't even be around. So it's like, I don't know, I feel like I don't belong anywhere.
She said that to you guys, that she should have never taken you guys in?
I mean, yeah, but she was like really drunk, so maybe she didn't mean it. I don't really know, but yeah, man, she said that to me last week. So she said that to me and Gabby.
How did you feel in that moment when she said that to you?
Well, I felt like I don't belong anywhere. Like, this is my second foster home. My birth mom like completely gave me up. Well, she's in jail because she couldn't take care of me. And, now I just feel like nobody wants me. No one wants to take care of me. And so it's like, fuck it, right? Like, might as well be a crazy ass kid because I can do whatever the hell I want. Like, no one's telling me what to do. No one's got, rules set down for me. I don't have a real mom to like help me out and tell me what to do. So,
Yeah, I can understand how that could be really difficult and feeling like you don't belong anywhere. But I also think that's why it's really important to go back to school and then go to school on a more consistent basis. I mean, and then maybe you could join a club or maybe like a sport or something, because belonging to a team could be, that could be a place where you feel safe and connected with your peers and stuff. So that's something to give some thought to as well. um, Kind of just having a team or a club to connect with other people and feel like you belong somewhere. Would you ever consider doing that?
I mean, that does sound kind of cool. I mean, I guess it depends on like what activity is available. I mean,
Mhm.
like I don't even really know what I'm good at.
Okay. Well, today I was thinking that we could try out something new. Have you ever heard of art therapy before?
I mean, I know what art is,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think I've ever done on art therapy before.
Okay. Um, have you ever been in art classes or anything like that at school?
Like once or twice, but it was like they were wanting us to like finger paint and stuff, and like that shit grossed me out. Like I didn't want to touch that with my fingers. I don't know, it felt really weird. So I didn't really participate. I just kind of like said fuck that to the teacher and I just like kind of walked out. So I mean, I had the opportunity to do it, but no, I didn't want to touch the paint.
Okay. Well, I didn't bring paint, don't worry.
Okay, good.
um, so I actually brought some paper and some colored pencils and markers, and I also have pens and pencils. So I was thinking that you could draw something for me that kind of represents how you have been feeling lately with the feelings of abandonment and no structure and kind of not really having, like you said, a place where you belong. Does that sound like something you could do for me?
Sure.
Sure.
Well,
Okay.
like, okay, so like, what is it exactly that you want me to draw? I'm not that much of a good drawer, so.
Honestly, the first thing that pops into your mind when you think of not having a place to belong or feeling like you are abandoned, what comes to your mind? That's what I want you to draw.
Okay. So, what do I draw with? What you got for me?
I have markers, colored pencils, a pen, and a pencil.
You got a black pen?
Yes.
Good, because I don't like color.
Okay. Why do you not like color?
I don't know. It's too happy and bright.
Okay, well, that's fair. All right, so you can start drawing and we'll continue to talk as you're drawing. So,
Okay.
when did you first feel like you didn't have a place that you belonged?
Mm, when I got into my first foster home,
Okay. And why did you feel like that?
because, all of a sudden I had no mom, I mean, I really didn't have a mom to begin with because, when I was like born from the time I was like 5 or something, I don't even know. Like, she was never around. And when she was around, she ignored us. She was bringing random dudes home and like, I don't know, doing nasty shit with them. And I don't know, it was like she never really paid attention to us. And I don't even know, like, is that what a mom is supposed to do? I have no idea.
Okay. Can I ask you a question that might be a little bit uncomfortable?
I guess.
Did those men that she brought home ever do anything to you?
Like, what do you mean, do to me?
I mean, did they ever interact with you? Did they ever talk to you or maybe touch you inappropriately?
Oh, no. They never touched me. But I mean, like, I don't know. They were really weird. They, like, were always smoking something or, like, falling over being, like, really stupid and shit. But, like, I don't know. I don't think they ever touched me, but they, like, made weird comments towards me. Like, I don't even remember. But I remember feeling, like, really weird when they would talk to me. And I don't know. For the most part, like, my mom kind of like, separated them from me and like they went into a different room. So I'd like to think that my mom was like semi trying to like, protect me, even though like that was a really weird situation to be in, like all these random dudes coming in. But no, they never touched me. But
Good.
yeah, I just still got like, you know, I got weird vibes from them. They were some weirdos that came into the house.
Well, yeah, absolutely. That's completely understandable. What would you do when your mom would go into a different room with them?
I don't know, like I'd watch TV and go outside and just like do whatever, you know. I mean, like I didn't have that much of ability to do much at that age, you know, like I was just learning how to walk and shit. So, you know, I don't know. I was told to mind my own business. So whatever kind of came into my mind to do was mostly just like watching cheap TV.
Okay, so you were young when that started because you just said that you were learning how to walk.
Yeah. I mean, because yeah, I went to my first foster family when I was like 5 or something. So yeah, I don't really remember much, but I just remember that my mom, when she was around, she didn't pay much attention, you know. I was like, I don't know, I didn't really feel important to her.
Okay. No, I understand that. And I'm really sorry that your mom made you feel like that. And I want you to know that those feelings are completely valid. You're allowed to feel like that. And I don't want you to ever feel ashamed for feeling abandoned or that you have no place where you belong. Um, I just want to let you know that that's not your fault.
And it feels like my fault though, you know, like my mom gave me up when I was 5, and then I went to a new home, and then I went to another new home, and now this home that I'm in now, like, you know, I might as well be homeless for God's sake. I mean, like, you know, it's just fucking bullshit.
No, I understand. And that's really tough on a kid. But it's never, and I know it's really hard to believe and kind of understand, but it's never the kid's fault when the mom is neglectful or gives them up. Because that's how you react to things. You get angry, and that's okay. But the point of us working together is to try to reverse those thought patterns, and instead of getting angry, use something else as an outlet, like maybe going on a bike ride or using a stress ball or coloring, because coloring can be really relaxing if you're just like coloring in a coloring book. um, so yeah, it's not your fault. You can never control what happens to you as a kid, especially when you're 3, 4, 5 years old. um, so it's definitely not was never your fault, and will never are implanted into your subconscious, and that's just how you react to stuff, is with anger.
Yeah. Like, why do I get so angry? Like, I don't get it. Like, I want to be happy, but like, I don't know, man. Like, people just like piss me off sometimes, and then like, I can't help but just like get annoyed.
Hmm. Well, there's really no one size fits all for why you get so angry or why you have these outbursts. But I think that it's because you were so used to being ignored and not giving attention, kind of being told, as you said, to mind your own business. And now you're kind of on your own. So I think that you sometimes have those outbursts, sorry, as a way to maybe get attention from others.
Hmm.
How do you feel about that?
Hmm. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I don't really get that much attention from anybody except for Gabby.
Yeah. So it would make sense why you're sometimes acting up at school or acting up at home when you and your foster mom get into arguments. And then having or being told that, she wishes that she would have never taken you in, that's hurtful. And that would make anybody want to act out and get angry. Um, but you got to try to get attention in a positive way. And I think by doing that first is to start going back to school, maybe getting into summer school and doing really good in school on your homework, and Wouldn't it be so much better to get a positive praise from a teacher rather than getting in trouble?
Yeah, I don't even really know what that looks like though. Like I don't even know what that feels like to be told that I'm doing something good.
Do you want to be told that you're doing something good?
Yeah.
hmm
I just like I don't know what I'm good at and I don't know like how how to be good at something, you know?
Well, I remember you saying that you like math. Are you good at math?
I do. You're right. I do like math.
Okay.
You know what? I'm kind of liking this whole drawing thing too.
Yeah. Can I see what you're doing?
I'm not done yet.
You're not done yet? Okay. All right. Take your time. No rush. This is your masterpiece. You take your time.
No, I like this. Let's keep talking.
Okay. Um, so with the math thing, maybe you could ask your if you do end up going to summer school, maybe you could ask your teachers for like a math workbook to kind of brush up on your skills and catch up and do some extra work at home outside of school. Or, they can be, you can go to a dollar store and find cheap ones there for $1 or $2 and do that at home. And you could do the same thing with coloring books, or just get a piece of paper like you're doing right now and draw.
Okay. I've never
So,
tried this out before. I actually really like it.
yeah, well, that's good. I'm glad. And this is a great tool to have whenever you feel yourself maybe getting a little worked up or feeling like you want to yell or hit someone, because it's so easy to carry around like a notebook or in a pen or whatever. So when you're feeling like that, you could start drawing, just drawing whatever, drawing how you feel, drawing circles a million times in a row. And I think that that could be good.
I never knew that, like, you know, this would actually be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what are you thinking about right now as you're drawing?
Well, I'm imagining myself in like how I feel like in my living situations,
Okay.
how I feel abandoned and alone.
Okay. All right. That's
I'm
good.
actually kind of done. Do you want to see?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so this is me in my house all by myself.
Okay. All right. You got a sad face going on. Why is there thunder and lightning or I guess you can't draw thunder, but why is there lightning and rain?
I don't know. I think that just kind of like shows my feelings, that like I'm sad and lonely and depressed and like it's all my fault that I'm alone and so I'm in a really really like scary and ugly place. Like I'm trapped in my house all by myself and I can't get out because it's a really bad thunderstorm.
Okay. All right. I like it.
Thanks.
You're pretty good at art.
Well, it was my first time doing it, so
I like it. And
maybe I can become like the next Picasso or something. I don't know.
right, exactly. How do you feel after drawing that?
It's actually kind of nice. I
hmm
mean, when I was drawing it, it actually felt like really calming. Like at first, I had no clue what the hell I was even gonna draw. I was like, how do I draw me being lonely and like sad? Because I mean, that stick figure, that's really not that great. I don't know how to draw people, but I was like, I can draw a house, you know?
Yeah, I don't know how to draw people either, so it's
I
just
mean, my first time even drawing a stick figure. So, but yeah, I mean, like, you know, I actually felt kind of like calm while I was doing it. Like, it was nice to kind of like talk and then draw at the same time. By
Mhm.
the way, you have a really nice black pen. I like it a lot.
You're welcome.
That was really fun to like draw with. So it was like fun and also like really relaxing. So I guess I could see why, like, I don't know, you recommend getting like a coloring book or something and like, you know, drawing stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad that you liked it. And I like that you said that it made you feel calm. That is awesome. And now you know you have a new coping skill.
Yeah.
So whenever you feel yourself starting to get a little worked up or annoyed, um, you could, if you're in your house, you could go outside and just draw until you feel better.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah,
I
'cause-
mean, like when I was drawing this too, it just kind of like made me like, I don't know. I don't even know how to say it, but just like really realize how like lonely I feel.
okay.
Like I don't have anybody to like make sure that I'm safe, you know?
Mhm. You have to kind of rely on yourself for your own safety.
Yeah, like, yeah, I act like a tough ass. And, I think, I kind of have to, in order to like make sure I can like survive out in the world because I don't got nobody. But I don't know, just made me kind of realize like maybe I'm not such a tough ass.
Well, and that's also a really common thing. When people are hurt, they usually put on an invisible mask type of thing for the world for because they want the world to think that they're tough and strong and big and bad. But actually, they're really not okay inside. Is that kind of how you're feeling?
Hmm.
And I'm sure if um, at school, if you really paid attention, there's probably a few other kids who kind of act out and start fights, and they probably don't have a good home life. Is there anybody like that at school that you could think of off the top of your head?
Oh, yeah, there's like a ton of kids in my class that like act out too. I go to a therapeutic day school, so it's like, for bad kids like me. But there's this kid named Alex who's always causing fights and like actually punched this one kid the other day, and I thought it was pretty fucking funny. But I never do anything like that. I don't get into physical fights, but yeah, there's a lot of kids at my school that do that.
See, you kind of have something in common with them.
Yeah, but like, you know, it's kind of hard because like if I'm around those kids, like I'm gonna want to be bad too. Like, how am I supposed to like, do my shit and get better in school if I've got like other kids like throwing punches at other people, like
Yeah, okay. No, that's a really, really fair point. I didn't think about that. So good observation. That was
yeah,
good.
man.
Um, so you go to a therapeutic day school. I wonder if there's like well, first let me ask, why do you go to that specific school? Because you act out?
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. Well then maybe once you kind of learn how to control your um behavior and like acting out and stuff, then maybe you could go to a mainstream school, quote unquote mainstream, and then there could be less distractions, maybe less kids throwing punches and that kind of stuff. Because being around, like you said, being around kids who are picking fights and stuff, it's what's the word I'm looking for, you kind of want to get in there too.
Yeah, man, it's like a bad influence.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of fun to watch. It's entertaining too, but how am I supposed to catch up in my math if that I'm being entertained by kids fighting all the time?
Right. um do your excuse me, I'm sorry. um do your teachers allow kids to listen to music while they're working?
Uh, I think. I don't know. I don't see why not. I mean, they've played music before for like the whole class.
That could be something. Maybe you could get, because I know you mentioned you have a phone. Sorry. Maybe you could get some headphones, and then while you're in class working on your work, you could put the music in and kind of block out all of the extra noise going on.
Hmm.
from the other kids kind of starting to start trouble.
Interesting. I mean, do you think that my teachers would let me do that? I don't know.
If you've seen it be done before, then probably, and it never hurts to ask. If you tell them that it helps, and like, just tell them, hey, I'm gonna put music on. I'll put my phone in my backpack, so I'm not on it. Like playing games or on Facebook or whatever. I'm sure that they wouldn't have a problem with it because it's been proven that music does help people concentrate.
Really?
Hmm.
Hmm.
I know for me, if I'm um, doing work or typing notes or whatever, I like to have music on in the background. Not too loud, but just kind of loud enough to just relax me a little bit.
Okay.
So that's something you could try. And you could even try it out at home first. Maybe get one of those math books I was talking about and come home, put your headphones on and see if it helps you concentrate more. Yeah. Never hurts to try.
I guess not.
Um, yeah. So let's talk about what's been going on the past week. How have you been sleeping?
I mean, still pretty shitty. I haven't gone to see my doctor yet because it's like my foster mom, sorry, said that it's going to take a while to get me in because there's a long waiting list.
Okay.
So, um, yeah, I don't really know what to do. So,
But did she did call the doctor?
hmm she
Made
did.
an Okay. Well, hey, that's awesome. I mean, that's good that you were able to communicate with her and kind of ask her to set up an appointment for you. Don't you think that that shows that she cares about you maybe just a little bit?
Maybe. I don't know.
I think it shows, enough to want to get you into the doctor and help you.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. Um, so did she call like a primary care doctor, or did she call a child psychologist like I had recommended to her?
She did the child psychologist.
Okay, great. That's awesome. Are how do you feel about going to see him?
I mean, I don't really like going to the doctor,
Mhm.
so and I have no idea what to expect with like a psychologist because like that just sounds really scary.
Mhm.
I don't know, like I mean, it's whatever. I just don't know if I like really trust the guy and like tell him exactly like what's been going on, like and how is he supposed to know exactly what medication to prescribe me? Like I just tell him what's happening and all of a sudden, bam, you're cured. Like, I don't know, that sounds like too good to be true.
Okay, well, first, weren't you a little hesitant to come here and meet with me and tell me stuff?
Mm, yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, and I think you've made some good progress.
Yeah. I mean, I thought you kind of sucked in the beginning, but like, I think you're pretty cool now.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I think you're cool too. Um,
I'm cool.
and then, the child psychologist is really just a fancy word for someone who can prescribe medicine to you to help your emotions. So
Okay.
really just think about them as me, but someone who can give you medication.
I really
You
wish that you can just give me the medication. Like, it'd be so much easier.
I know, I'm sorry, but unfortunately, I don't, it's not within my power as just a counselor. I would have to go back to, like go to med school and all that stuff and get prescribed and get my PhD. Um, so I'm really here just to help you talk through your feelings and work out some of the stuff that you're feeling and helping you draw.
Ooh, I do like the drawing part of that. But hey, I mean, man, you should consider going back to school. I mean, you'd be great as a psychologist or whatever you want to call them.
Thank you. I appreciate that, but I really like what I do.
Okay,
Man, but thank
fair
you.
enough.
Um, so yeah, you'll just kind of tell the psychologist, that you're not sleeping well, you're having nightmares almost consistently every night, and that you're just feeling a little bit depressed and sad. Um, And I mean, the medicine does take time to kick in. Um, you have to give your body a few weeks to kind of get used to the new chemicals and it working and releasing those chemicals into your brain. I will say though, if he prescribes you a sleeping aid like melatonin, like how we had talked about,
Mm-hmm.
that stuff will work like that. I mean, it will put you right to sleep.
Okay.
But everything else, you got to give it a little bit of time.
Okay.
So, does that make you feel a little bit less anxious to go see him?
I guess so. It's just like, so then like how am I supposed to know that it's working? If it takes some time, then like how do I know if it's like actually working or not?
Okay, good question. Um, so when you first start taking it for probably, I mean, every body is different, everybody. Um, but typically it takes about 4 to 6 weeks for it to kick in. And you'll notice, hopefully, if it's working, you'll notice less depressive symptoms in you. You know, you won't feel so sad. You might not feel as lonely. And it might help stabilize your mood to the point where you don't feel yourself getting as irritated or annoyed throughout the day. And that's the goal of that medicine. So after about a month, you should start to feel a little bit more balanced out.
Okay. Is there a possibility that like it won't even work at all? Like what if it makes me feel worse or like I don't know, it makes me feel like a whole different person?
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, there is a possibility, but you could always talk to your doctor and ask, and be honest with them. You got to be honest with them. Say this stuff isn't working. It's making me feel X, Y, and Z. It's making me feel really weird. And then he can put you on a different type of medication. So I'm not saying that it's going to be easy. It could be a long process, but you got to start somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and eventually you'll find the right medication for you that helps your mood and stuff. Um, but I'm really glad that you're going. I think it'll be really good.
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to go in like a week or so or something like that. I couldn't get in right away, so like the doctor wasn't available. I guess they're like super popular or something, but like, I'll get in there soon. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay. Well, that's good that they're popular. That means they must be doing something right.
Yeah, hopefully.
Um, yeah. So, how has your eating been the past week?
I mean, since I've been like attempting going to school, like I have been taking advantage of the food there. So like, I think I've been eating pretty decently. That's been a lot better. The weekends are still a little hard. Like last weekend, Gabby and I really didn't eat that much. I mean, we had like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, which is like all right, but it's like, come on now, I can get a steak here once in a while. So I mean, it's gotten a little bit better, like I'm not like starving all the time like I used to, but I could definitely like I'm a growing kid, like I need more food. So,
Right.
but like, you were right. Like if I go to school more, shit, I take advantage of the lunches there and stuff. So like I've definitely been doing that.
Okay, good. And what kind of food are you eating at lunch? Like, does it fill you up or does it leave you kind of wanting more?
I mean, they got like the regular stuff like pizza, burgers, chicken tenders. Um, my teacher sometimes she tells me like I need to eat more like vegetables and stuff, but like that shit's disgusting. So, my favorite's the chicken tenders. I'll do that. Which that's good. That's like chicken, right? That's good for you. So,
Yeah. I mean, they're deep fried, which isn't the best,
mm,
but right now I think we're more just focused on you eating consistently rather than kind of focusing on the healthy foods that you're eating. It obviously is important to eat lots of veggies and fruits and stuff like that, but if you're not eating at all, I would rather you eat at least something.
yeah. You know, I mean, like my mom and all my other foster families, they never made me eat vegetables before, so why do it now?
Yeah. Okay, well that's fair. Very fair point. You're not used to eating healthy. So,
Mhm.
and it's hard to make that switch.
Sure is.
So did you ever talk to your teachers about finding an after school club like that boys and girls club that I had mentioned?
Yes. So I can start that over the summer too. When summer classes are starting, then they're starting their program too. And yeah, so like apparently I can get that all squared away and my teacher is actually going to like help me out with it and stuff.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really awesome of your teacher to do that. What's the process look like? Like when can you start going?
So summer classes start next week. So I mean, I guess like, the bus that is supposed to take me home, usually the bus can take me to the after school program and I can go there instead. And then, like I eat dinner there, like do whatever I want with the kids there. And then the bus takes me home at like 7 or something. So they're supposed to give me like a whole schedule to see like how it goes and everything. Um, but yeah, like, I don't know, hopefully I'll get some good eats there.
Yeah. Have you been there yet to tour it?
No, I haven't seen it yet, but I don't know. Should I? Should I look at it first and see if I like it there?
If you want to. I mean, I was just wondering if you had seen it yet. On your first day when you go there, if you don't like it at first, give it a try, because that's a place, like you said, you'll have food there. And as far as I know, when they're there during the summer all day, they provide 3 meals and a snack.
Hmm.
So that's 5 days a week that you can have 3 meals.
Yeah.
And then from also what I know, I think they have either like art time or free time. So you could always draw during those times.
Oh shit, that'd be awesome. Okay, I'm down.
And then I also think it will be really good for you to socialize with kids your age and get around them. And you might be surprised that you get along with them.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. Gabby's not really too hip about doing this thing with me, so like, that'll kind of suck. Like, I don't really know how to make new friends.
Hmm. That's understandable. I know I get that. But there's so many kids that go there over their summer. There has to be at least one kid that you'll make a friend with.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to see, man. I don't even know, like how do you even do that? You're like, hey, you want to be my friend? Like, no, that's lame. Like, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see how this works out.
I understand. It kind of sounds like you're having some anxiety over meeting new friends.
A little bit. I'm kind of weirded out now. I didn't even think about that possibility. Like, I'm gonna have to like interact with other kids my age, and Gabby ain't coming with me, so I'm gonna be alone.
Okay. Well, didn't you already say earlier that you're already alone?
Yeah.
So I think it might be good, and even as a grown up myself, it is hard to make friends. But once you do it, then you feel really awesome. And you could probably find someone there like who's drawing or doing some other kind of art stuff and ask if you can sit with them. You don't have to walk up to someone and be like, hey, want to be my friend? Um, there's so many other options like the art thing, or you could talk to somebody. I'm sure somebody else there likes math.
Okay.
Well, you could do stuff like that. And I know they go on field trips, so that would be fun. Probably like to the zoo or a water park or something like that. Nothing crazy, but
Oh man, that'd be dope.
have you ever been to the zoo?
No.
No? That would be
Nope.
super fun.
Never been.
It'd be really cool. Do you like animals?
I love animals. I think they're so cool.
That would be awesome to do. Go to the zoo and see them.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. Okay, well, that's awesome. I'm really glad that your teacher is helping you set that up. I hope you said thank you to her.
I think I did.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, next time I see her, I promise I'll say thank you.
Okay, good. So the bus will come pick you up in the morning and take you there?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. What time do you have to go?
It starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, which that's pretty early, but it's cool. Whatever. I'll do it.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm sure there's a space there for you to take a nap or something if you get tired during the day because, I mean, there's so many kids that go, at least one of them will want to take a nap at some point. So I'm sure they'll have something. So I know it's early, but you could probably be like, "Hey, I'm really tired. I need to lay down for a little bit."
Yeah.
So that solves that.
Okay.
Um, so switching gears, how have the nightmares been?
I mean, they're still really they're a lot. Like, I mean, I wake up still with like, I'm all sweaty and like my heart's racing and like I feel like I can't breathe and I don't know. Still don't really like remember them very much, like I told you the one time when like, I've had that dream where I felt like someone was chasing me, but I don't really know what that's all about. Like I don't even know who the person is that's like chasing me or like trying to catch me, but it's really fucking scary. And whenever like the person actually like ends up trying to grab me, that's like when I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, where the hell am I? And then I can't fall back asleep, like when my heart's racing and I'm like all kinds of like whacked out,
Mhm.
like it's really impossible to fall back asleep. So then sometimes I kind of just like stay up for the next couple of hours and maybe I fall asleep later, but like, that's not really that often. And then, I'm like so tired all day long.
Okay, I'm sorry you're still having those. Those are not fun to deal with. Um, do you think that the thing chasing you could be, oh gosh, I don't even know, like the feelings of loneliness? It may not even be a person, it might be a feeling.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, like, if I really try to think about it, like,
Or um, maybe it's yourself.
sorry.
It's okay.
I mean, I don't know. If I like really think about it, like, whenever I try to think about the thing that's actually chasing me, I can't like get an actual figure of who it is. So I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe, you know, maybe it's that's weird though. Like my loneliness chasing me.
Well, here's something. Do you want to draw it?
Ooh,
Yeah?
yeah.
Want to draw it real quick? We got about 10-15 minutes left of our session, so if you want to draw it up real quick, I can take a look at it.
Okay.
All right, so you're having these nightmares and it's something chasing you. Um, that does not sound fun, and I can understand how that would affect your sleep. And, I said earlier, you got to be honest with your doctor. So you got to make sure you're telling him that
Okay.
because he might be able to give you something for those nightmares.
But like, do I tell him everything?
You can, yeah, um, it's really important to be honest with him. And if you tell him in detail about your nightmares, hey, he might know more about it than I do. He
Mm-hmm.
might be able to tell you more about what they could possibly mean or, could help you fix them.
Okay.
So,
I just feel like my dream doesn't even make sense though. Like, He'll probably think I'm like stupid or something.
No, he won't think you're stupid. Don't think like that. He will not think you're stupid. How do you feel drawing your nightmare?
I feel like I'm like reliving it.
Do you want to stop? Is it making you anxious or uncomfortable?
No, no, because I want to like make you understand. I mean, it's like something that I'm kind of used to, I guess. I mean, it's still pretty fucking scary, but like, it's not making me anxious right now.
Okay, good. All right. So how has things been going with Gabby?
Um, that's a really good question. I feel like, ever since I've been trying to go to school, we've been like hanging out less.
Hmm.
And it makes me feel like she's mad at me or something.
Why would she be mad at you?
Because I'm like not ditching school with her, like I'm not, and then I'm not hanging out with her anymore.
Okay. Um, Let me ask. So, um are you guys getting in fights or anything about it?
Eh, I mean, we're not really getting in any fights yet. I feel like we're just like not even like really talking to each other.
Okay. All right. Well, if someone, and I know you love Gabby and you're close with her, but if someone is getting mad at you for trying to improve yourself, is that really someone that you want to be around?
I mean, that's my girl. Like, we've been through a lot together. I can't just like stop being friends with her, but like, I don't know. She doesn't want to go to school, and like, I don't know. I feel like if I don't go to school or if I don't get my shit straight, then like I am going to be alone. I'm going to be this person for the rest of my life, like this is going to be me. And I don't think I want it to be me anymore. I guess Gabby is just like comfortable with it.
It makes sense.
I'm getting blank ink all over me.
You're a real artist now. How's the drawing going?
It's going good. This is pretty much what I'm able to see.
Okay.
See, like I can't even figure out what this is. It's a big blob that's chasing me. It's literally a blob. It doesn't even look like a person in my dreams.
How did you feel drawing that?
Um, I mean, it was kind of scary because it was like, oh my God, I'm running away from something that's really scary to me, but like I don't really know like what it is that I'm scared of. And so it like kind of confuses me too. It like makes me scared, but like also like really confused. Like I don't really know what I'm scared of.
Okay. All right. Are you maybe scared of being alone?
I mean, yeah, I'm already alone and it really sucks. Like sometimes I feel like one of these days I'm gonna, I don't know, get into like really bad trouble or like, I don't know, get lost or like someone's gonna take me and like kill me or something. Like nobody's protecting me, no one's taking care of me. I'm literally on my own, like me and Gabby. So.
Well, you could be running from your fears. You could be running from the thought of being lonely. You could be running from, so many things that you're feeling. It doesn't necessarily have to be a human. It
I
could
guess that
just,
makes sense.
yeah, it could be so many things. So I think it's really important, again, for you to tell the doctor about that so he can try to help you out.
Okay.
Um, so we're closing in on our last session together. And I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions, if you don't mind.
Okay.
So how do you think our relationship has been? Did I make you feel heard? And respected? Did you trust me on a scale of 1 to 5?
So like 1 being what and 5 being what?
I'm sorry. 1 being you didn't feel heard at all. I did not respect you. And then 5 being, yes, you heard me, you respected me, I trust you, that kind of stuff. And then 3 is in the middle, so kind of neither.
Okay. Well, I mean, like now, definitely like I'm gonna give you a 4.5, not quite a 5 yet.
Okay.
Um, I would say in the beginning, like, bro, when I first met you, like, it was definitely a 1. I was like, fuck this. This is not happening. Like, I don't know. I don't trust anybody, let alone like adults. So, like, I was definitely not feeling it in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie. I guess I gotta be honest with you, right?
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Like, you're pretty chill now. I kind of like you. So, yeah, I say I trust you.
Awesome. That is great. Thank you. My next question is about goals and topics. So, did you feel like we worked on or talked about your goals enough and kind of how to reach them? Or do you feel like we didn't touch on that at all?
I definitely rate those a 5. I feel like we covered a lot, like especially with school and stuff. Like I got like it figured out with, you know, like who I can talk to help me with school and like where to go to like get food and stuff and like, not be around like my stupid foster mom so much and like, maybe like be around like cooler people. So I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I think like we worked on a lot. I think like it's gonna take a lot of work, which I'm a little like nervous about that. But like we made a lot of good goals.
Awesome. I think we did. I think we made good goals too. Um, My third question is my approach towards working with you, or like my method. So the art therapy
Hmm.
and kind of you letting you talk and not interrupting you, that kind of stuff. So was that a good fit for you, or was it you never want to do it again?
Shit, I'll do that all day. Like I like that a lot because like I don't know, you were like talking to me and I didn't even really realize it like while I was drawing and I was like, oh shit, she's talking to me too. And I heard you and I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool. I didn't realize I can multitask like that. So yeah, I would definitely do that again. I enjoyed that a lot.
Good, and I hope you keep it up because I think it really works for you, helping you calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. The last one is um, overall, do you think today's session was a success? Yes, we did something awesome, or did you think it was a waste of time?
I mean, I think it was good. Did you think it was good? Am
Yeah.
I like am I doing a good job here? Because like I don't know. I don't want to be like you know just saying like oh yeah I'll do that and then just like come back and I'm like back to square one.
No,
But like,
good.
you think I'm
Don't
doing a
doubt
good
yourself.
job?
Don't doubt yourself. I think today was good, but that I want to know what you think because that's the opinion that matters.
Yeah. I mean, I feel pretty good, honestly. Like, I feel like it's still a lot that I have to work on, but I feel really good. Like, I think overall, I just like really like the drawings that I did, and it made me kind of like think a little bit more about like why I get so pissed off at people, and like I don't want to like listen to people, and like where that kind of comes from, I guess. So it's kind of making sense to me, I think.
Okay,
So,
that's awesome.
yeah. So yeah, I feel pretty good about our session.
Okay, awesome. I'm glad to hear that. All right. Well, this is our last meeting together. I hope you have a good summer and everything goes well in school next fall. And please know that if you ever want to come back and see me, you absolutely can. My door is always open.
Okay, sounds
You're
good.
always invited back.
Cool.
All
Thanks for
right.
all your help.
You are welcome. No problem. You did awesome.
Thanks.
You're welcome. All right. You have a good summer, okay, Amanda? Keep it up.
All right, thanks. You too.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.